here. How gratifying is it to have taken this group here today, having lost an outstanding player to a prep school of all things?
I think every year we have, our coaching staff gets together and tries to make sure that we prepare our guys for every situation that can take place. We start from day one and all the way until, the last practice before we play. And that preparation involves roles and what their expectations are from a coaching standpoint. And then, of course, we have to deal with the fact that the players have certain expectations of what they can do as well. And I don't think I've had a better team in my 35 years that have understood their roles, understood what they had to do to be successful, and have gotten better every day since day one than this group. So it's a credit to them, certainly, to have the season they're having, but to get to this point is pretty incredible for them. I'm extremely proud of them.
What are these two as far as guards to your team? I mean, especially shooting wise, they've gotten Dre'von the last few games and that. What have they meant to this offense and helping you guys throughout the season?
Sure. I mean, these are two seniors that have been there. They've both been on the varsity since they were sophomore. Were you on the sophomore? No. Dre'von was on the sophomore. Dre'von wasn't. And you can't underestimate the importance of having seniors and leadership and people that have been there before. And both of these have done that. And I think the offensive resurgence, Dre'von has been pretty consistent the entire year, and Dre'von has just done an outstanding job these last few games, playing his best basketball at the time he needs to be. So certainly they are instrumental to our success this year and have been the whole year.
Coach, defensively in the first half during the playoffs, you've held opponents to 16.5 points a game. Just how much has that sort of been an emphasis along with the three-point shooting?
We always talk about defense. It's something we work a lot on. But I think that had a lot to do with not just us, but it had to do with our opponents as well. We were able to play games at home, and then we played in a venue that I think is probably one of the hardest venues I've ever played in Florence. I'm not sure that that's conducive to an environment to play in. I've been at Bon Secours before, Old Bilo, and it's a little bit more basketball friendly, I think. But I think we do stress it. I think it's important. I think it's helped us a great deal to get ahead in games and be able to relax. So our defense is extremely important to us, and it'll be a key on Friday night.
Coach Fowler, tell us about the journey at Burns. We know it as a football school. Historically, y'all here, for basketball state title. What about the journey this season at Burns?
It's been special. We've been building our program now for 6 years. We knew last year after we lost in the playoffs, we had a special group of guys back. They played a lot of basketball together through a lot of years, not just at Burns. But we were excited. We were optimistic, but we also knew that, we had to be disciplined and work hard. And, to a credit to our kids is, they compete. And at the end of the day, as a coach, if you've got guys that compete, if you do your job, then you're going to put them in the right spot and give them a chance. So the journey's been great. We've really tried to take it one day at a time. We had a couple losses in the region, right around the second week of January. And no coach wants to lose, but we learned a lot in those losses. I know I did as a coach, and our players since then have won 11 straight. They've really played well since then. So hopefully we can have a good, solid week of preparation. And, we're going against a great opponent, great coach, and a lot of tradition there. So hopefully we'll have a good week and, be ready to go Friday night.
Coach Fowler, what's it like? You played one-for-one as a player now, being there as a coach. Well, what's it like for you?
It's special. I mean, we played for it in '93, and I love those teammates of mine, our coach, and had a great community, played a very good team. And, Ray Allen led that team, and they came out on top. I think it might be even more special as the head coach, taking a group of guys that they're not a group of guys, they're a team, and, building it and just seeing it all come together. But it's really been fun. Hopefully we can keep it going this week and have a good week. And, you know, it's neat to see our community rally around our school. And it's such a joy to see the memories we're making with these young men. You know, something hopefully to stick with them for the rest of their lives.
But-
John, as a point guard playing for the state title, playing for a point guard and playing for the state title, how special has that bond been this past couple of weeks?
I mean, it's been very special. I mean, I learned a lot from him over my 4 years there. I mean, we're going to keep it up this week and hopefully we can team to the victory.
For Dre'von and Dre'von, sort of going back to the first question, just how much did y'all take personally how some people may have counted you out after Devontae had left, and you sort of, how much more satisfied is it that you've gotten to this point?
We took it very personal because everybody counted us out, and basically everybody wanted to beat us and play us because they thought they could beat us. And now, since we did it without him, it feels way better that we're here without him, and we get more credit for it now. Then if he was here, he'd probably get all the credit for it.
Coach Whipple, what's as far as biggest concern matchup wise going in, or thing that you are concerned about the most going in this Saturday or
Well,
Friday?
I think, and I haven't really looked at anything as far as this year's concerned, but I do know that we played a camp for years and we know each other well. They are probably the most complete team we have played this year. They are able to shoot the ball well from three-point range. They are probably the best transition team that we've played this year. So they're able to get the ball up the floor and get a lot of easy baskets as well. And then they are extremely athletic. And we've played teams that could shoot threes. We've played teams that can get to the hole and are transition teams. And we've played teams that, are very athletic. But the combination of those three things make it really difficult. So it's going to be a difficult job for us to be able to slow them down. But obviously we're going to have to.
Question for Coach Whipple. At this point in your career, closing in on 700 wins, a chance to win a sixth title, what do the milestones mean for you?
I think the longer that I'm in it, the more I appreciate the kids. The more I appreciate, I always make this statement. I get older, they stay the same age. Well, although I'm getting older, because I'm dealing with people that are the same age all the time, it helps keep me a little younger. They drive me crazy, but at the same time, that helps, that keeps you young. And I think when you're young, a lot of times you're more driven by personal goals. When you do get older and you have a little bit more experience, you understand that it is about the kids. And that's the thing you're going to remember when it's all over, with the relationship that you had with them. And just the success is great, but building young men are a lot more important, and at least to me right now. So I am just so proud of these guys for the way they've responded and handled everything that's taken place this year. And I think they exemplify our basketball program in its finest.
Coach Ewan, Coach Long, she's here looking for another one. What's your relationship like? And just you guys have been doing it a while. And you talk about looking back and reflecting. What does that say on both of you guys' career?
Well, Ann and I are friends, and we were out there talking just a little while ago, and it's absolutely incredible what she's been able to do in her career. But again, she's touched so many lives. I mean, you don't get individuals, you don't get your players to play the way they do unless you have a relationship with them. And I think that's what she did. The bond that she builds with those girls, those young ladies, is just, that's the key. And I think that when you ask a player to give everything he has, you have to be willing to give everything you have to them. And I think that's the relationship she has, and I hope that's the relationship I have with my guys.
Coach, After almost every game where we talk about unselfishness and extra passes and the things you guys do to make it tough on other teams. Is that brand of basketball something that you had to get them to buy into, or were those guys like that already?
I think we got unselfish kids, so they've always played that way. We just, I guess you could say, we fine-tuned it a little bit. You know, let them know their roles, expand on those roles, and really be a superstar in that role. And one thing about basketball, it's hard to hire guys out there. You know, you hire guys in other sports, but in basketball, you got to be able to defend, you got to be able to rebound, you got to be able to score the ball. And so our guys, they're very versatile. They do a good job, and the best part of it is when they do share, they get such joy out of watching the other guys succeed. And as a coach, that makes you feel good. So, but, you know, just watching them, their enjoyment for each other, playing as a team, I think that's something I'm probably most proud of with this group of guys.
Can you comment on Irmo? I mean, I don't know how much Scott you've been able to do to this point, but generally, what do you expect from them?
Well, I can't give Coach all our game plan, but
Why not?
I'm kidding. We played them a couple times this summer, as Coach says, and you know I've always kept an eye on Coach Whipple and their program. They've got these two young men, really good players. RJ's a solid player for them. The biggest thing is they do what they do and they do it well. They don't try to get outside of who they are, and I think that's one reason. Besides building relationships, but Coach Whipple's had so much success. They make routine plays routine, and then he has guys that also, and I say that as a compliment. They can make the easy play, they can make the tough play if they need to, but they do everything so well that they're not going to give it to you. You got to go out and beat them, and that's a testament to Coach Whipple and his staff what they've been able to do this year.
How would you say the 7 seniors have built this up to this point?
Can't put a price on it. I mean, it's been huge. Just the fact that they can lead, and I think if I did one good thing coaching this year, I went with these guys. We've had several conversations, but getting them to take ownership in our team and to have expectations for each other, I think that's a must. I think you can't come always from the head coach. It's one thing, but eventually, I don't care who the head coach is or what sport or what level, he has to have guys. She has to have girls on her team, whoever it is, that lead from within. And these two guys are prime examples of it.